Hello, welcome to another episode of SportsCode and Chat. And this one, I'm just going to use a output window that I very rarely use. So I have this output window called Game Script Analysis. Now, I'm not going to claim that I invented this concept. I took inspiration from this from the video coordinator of Oregon, a guy called Patrick Scully. He had a window very similar to this, and I thought I would make my own version. So this is my version. And basically what this window is it basically gives you the entire game, but as like one visual representation through like one dashboard. So each one of these is a single position. And once I set it up, it's basically going to give you, well, like the script of the game for offense and defense. However, I just have to set it up first. And I like barely use this window because, at least for what I enjoy or what I do, I don't think it's very like helpful. It's mainly just purely interesting or aesthetically interesting. So that's what I use it for. That I barely use it. So, but I'm just kind of interested in using it in this example because at least in this game, like the fourth quarter got a bit out of control for the Rams. So I'm just kind of interested to see if that kind of shows up in the game script. Trying to figure out who was playing in this game. The Rams have like a bunch of players. Most of them didn't play this season. Some did. Some only played some of the season. It's a bit confusing what's going on in terms of their lineups. Even just knowing, I don't see every player that played in this game here, so I've got to add number 8, Darling. Anyone else? Brown. I don't have Brown either. Okay, so this might brick my laptop, but let's see. So I want to look at the Rams game script. So I'm going to press offense, press execute, and then let this load. That loaded a lot quicker than I thought it would, so here's the entire game. Now, like, there's a lot of colors going on, and there's a lot, being said, so basically just to explain what's going on. This top button here is where the play is, so if they ran, like, pick and roll or something like that, that's where this would go. I can't see an example anywhere on screen, because I don't really chart plays other than pick and roll, and the Rams don't run a lot of pick and roll. They only do, like, once every blue moon, or actually I haven't even put it in one of my possible actions. Pick and roll. There we go. Now it's showed up. So this is where the play would go. So we've got pick and roll. The color of this box, so you see it's blue, sometimes gold, sometimes green. That represents different position types. So baseline, out of bounds, fast breaks, transitions, out of times out, slobs, from offensive rebounds, things like that. So we can see this one here. That's a from offensive rebound. The player underneath it, that's the player who took the shot. And then obviously over here we've got the shot type. Now I forget which one's which. One of these, I believe it's this one. Yeah, this one, if you click the number, it gives you the shot type, where on the floor it's taken from, and then also the results. So this was a missed 2, and it was a floater from the paint. Or if we go over here, this was a cut that was made at the rim. We go here, this was a off the dribble 3 on the top of the perimeter that missed. So like you can kind of get a good idea. And then if you click this button over here, it's actually just going to bring the position up and you can actually watch it if you want. So this is going to be a missed off the dribble 3 from the top of the perimeter. This text is annoying. And that's what it was, and he missed it. So that's kind of like what this output window does. It gives you a good overview of the entire game, at least for offense, and then you can also click defense, and you can see the defensive stuff. Except for the players, we don't have players, we just have the word opposition because we don't chart the opposition's individual personnel. But what I wanted to look at is essentially this fourth quarter. Now you can tell which quarter is which because under each one of these possession boxes, there's like a line. You can see this red line here. And there's a key over here for which quarter that is. So that's the fourth quarter. So you can see like orange is the first quarter, green is the second quarter, blue is the third quarter. Then we get to the fourth quarter and it's all in red. So we start off with position 77, go down to 101. So basically the fourth quarter was where well, at least statistically, just plain numbers-wise, where the Sharks won the game or where the Rams lost the game. So if you see the fourth quarter for the Rams, again, this is nice how fast this is loading. The fourth quarter looks like an absolute disaster. We've got, okay, made 2-point shot, that's good. Turnover, missed. Turnover, missed. Turnover, miss. Oh, 2 makes, that's good. Turnover, foul. Miss, make, miss, turnover, miss, and then miss. So that's a pretty shocking quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 turnovers in the corner in that one quarter, and then a bunch of missed shots. We go to the Sharks. Now, at least in the first quarter, the Sharks, or at least in the first half, the Sharks were loving a turnover as well. Like turnover. More over here, lots of missed shots, like just absolutely shocking in the first half. Then in the fourth quarter, they kind of kicked it up. Now, again, they had their own turnover problems in this game. They still had, 5 turnovers in the fourth quarter? But at least they had made shot, made, miss, made, turnover, made, and then made. So, like, that's obviously where they won the game, and the poor Rams lost the game. And again, like, a lot of these were just, so what's this? This was a off the dribble, drive, post up, catch and shoot 3. Like, it's just a lot of stuff that's, roll man. So a lot of their points, at least 2-point shots, were coming at the rim. Drive, post up, and a cut. So, like, you have a bunch of post-ups, some cuts, and some drives. So, like, that's obviously, again, we've reiterated this. If you've seen all the Rams videos, their rim protection's not exactly great. So you can kind of see that in those made shots. Just wanted to show you guys this output window. It's a fun little output window to play around with. You can just like watch positions, see what happened, kind of get a good feel for the game, get a good visual representation of the game, and really see what happened, especially if you start charting plays. Like, again, I don't really chart the plays because obviously I don't know what plays are being ran other than like just simple pick and roll. But if you had all your different plays, you could really start breaking down, especially the relationship between, mainly for your team, like who's taking the shot, and from what play type was it, and then like exactly what the result was, and then you can exactly watch it right there, and you can even see what the shot type and where it took place. So you can really break down a position just by looking at this output window, especially if you've coded it properly. Thank you very much for watching. If you ever wanted this output window, there's a link in the description, and if you have any questions about it, my email is in the description. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.